Coming to you live with orange glints in our eyes. This is Optimal Play. I'm Brandon.
I'm Jordan.
And we're back with our fourth session of Oathsworn. Eventually
right.
we're going to lose count, but we're on the second half of Chapter 2.
That's right.
Not too hard yet. We met the Satyr last time.
We sure did.
Right? This, why don't you pick it up? This kick-ass giant demon miniature that you've painted with a poor soul, like crucified to his weapon.
That's like visible. There's like a man right there.
It's pretty amazing. Yeah, I remain really glad both that I don't have the miniature version of this taking up so much space in my room, and that you do, so
That's
we
fair.
can play with your toys.
Yeah, it's fun. Fun to play with them.
It is, and it's fun to play Oathsworn.
It is.
I'm loving this so far.
It's really fun, yeah.
I'm excited to get back into it. I'm excited to get a little bit further so that it will be uncharted territory for you too.
This is the last thing I've played, so once we're past this, it's all going to be fresh to me.
Okay, I'm excited. Well, then let's get to it. Can you remind us much about the story that got us here? It was 2 real-life days ago that we played it.
It was. Essentially, we were noticing that all four of our Oathsworn characters were having bad dreams, and while we were awake, we were also hallucinating our lost companion, Samuel, through the streets of Bastogne. We were investigating these bad dreams, rather than... We were also asked to investigate a sort of Colton town, the Piper, but we declined and decided to investigate our dreams. And we spoke to a number of people across the town who were having bad dreams. Yeah. And eventually we happened upon the woman in black. We found out who she would be, and we arrived at the right place at the right time at the marketplace. Her eyes were glowing yellow.
Yeah, we put the pieces together from different people's dreams to like foresee this incident. Right. Which is a very cool premise.
It is a cool premise, and it worked it was like really simply done, but it worked very effectively.
Yeah, I liked it.
And so we stopped her from committing this murder with the butcher's knife, right? And then she ran up the wall, and she jumped off. We reached for her. We tried to save her.
You did.
I did. Just me. That's right. Yeah, you declined. I did. Unfortunately, she didn't want to be saved. No. She fell to her death, and down below in the pit, she landed on this spike, and then we saw this clawed arm reach out, grab her, and pull her out. So we followed her down into the woods, and there we were... Well, we came across town. We came across town, and we tried to save him, right? And he didn't want to be saved either, so he screamed and alerted the satyr, which jumped out of the bushes and ambushed us.
Right. I remember now that was like my one criticism of the story, is that there were so many choices and things that we made, and then at one point the narrative is just like, you go down after her. Like, alright, I guess you can't let us choose to go down, because if we don't, there's no game.
They're like, you have to fight the boss, but, Well, we had some fun along the way. We made some choices.
We did. And some of those choices alerted the boss, who will be ambushing us.
That's right.
Taking the first turn.
Right, exactly. So if we're ambushed, the first 2 phases of the round are skipped, and we go straight to the encounter phase.
Yep.
And we thought it was thematic not to look at this top card when making our setup decisions. We're also on level 2 now, so we had to pick and choose some of our ability cards.
Yeah.
We have a few extra options.
Mm-hmm. I've got my fancy new, what was it called? Didn't I take one of my level 2 cards?
Maybe you didn't. Maybe
Repel, that's right. Yeah, so it can, it's a guaranteed knockback.
I've got a knockback card too, but I've also got a card called Primal Rage that lets me attack twice.
Ooh, nice.
Is pretty good.
That is.
Yeah. So we're ready to go, and we're about to find out what this boss wants to do.
What it does. Yeah. Well, I mean, right before we start, I got to plug. If you like the video and subscribe to the channel, that's the main way to support Optimal Play. So we'd love if you did. I'll keep it short.
That's great.
Let's get to it, because we're ambushed. Satyr's gonna act. It's just the satyr, no minions or anything this time. So yeah, I guess we'll flip and suffer the consequences, huh? He is starting off with a stream of dark light. The satyr raises its staff, and the man bound there screams. A stream of dark light vomits forth from his mouth towards you. That's...
Wow. The idea of light vomiting forth... Vomit forth is a really gross turn of phrase.
It really is.
It could be shines forth. It, emanates from.
Nope.
It vomits forth. Okay.
This game continues to be really well written.
Yeah.
Even in the flavor text on these cards.
Yeah, it's good,
Yeah. The first thing is transfix, which is the keyword on the satyr. It says, draw a hallucination card and give it to the Oathsworn with the least hallucination cards and with a line of sight to the satyr. It talks about how to break a tie. The Oathsworn will resolve the effects of the card and then keep the hallucination card to mark how many hallucinations they've had. If there are no cards in the hallucination deck, okay, we can cross that bridge if we come to it. So the farthest away Oathsworn, the way we've set this up, is our Ranger, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I don't think anyone else is 9.
Right, and to be clear, that's the tiebreakers, which Ranger's farthest away, because none of us have any hallucination cards, and we all have line of sight.
Oh, you're right. I guess I was attempting to paraphrase this long text. That is right. If tied, choose the furthest. Okay.
Right.
So it's like has to be in line of sight. Then it's whoever has the fewest hallucinations, and then who's the furthest. In this case, none of us have had any. So Thera starts hallucinating.
That's right.
All right. This says piggyback. You remember how fun piggybacks are. Why do you not do this anymore? Whee!
Does it say we?
It does say
That's
we.
great. I love that.
Okay, so Thera has this hallucination. It says, do not spend animus on this action. The closest friendly character to you must spend 2 animus if possible, or 1 if they're a companion or ally. Then they suffer knockback 2 in a random direction. Then place yourself in the closest empty hex to them. Okay, so it seems like the closest here to Thera is your priest, Mephistopheles, what's his name again?
Mediolius.
Mediolius, of course.
Yeah,
of
well-named priest.
Yeah. So it sounds like since that's a companion, he must spend an animus.
Okay.
And then suffer...
Well, he has no animus to spend, which is nice.
Oh, because we haven't refreshed.
We haven't refreshed.
Oh, right. Okay.
Or do we refresh at the beginning of the...
No, since we started with the encounter phase instead of the refresh phase, right? So, you didn't grab us reference cards, which I'm new enough that I would still
They're in that
probably
free
want
company
them.
bag right there.
Oh, okay.
We're also going to need that dice bag right below it.
Yes. Do some random directions, and then... Here you go if you wanted to.
Thank you.
I know last time we had like all 4 cards out because they're double-sided.
You know, it's kind of funny because wouldn't you expect no one to have any animus during the encounter phase? Because you spend it during the Oathsworn phase and you don't get it back until the refresh phase.
Certainly, it's unlikely, yeah. And especially a companion would almost never have animus. Mm-hmm. You might have some because there's reasons to try to save some for the next turn, right? But
right, that's right. Well, in any case,
okay.
Mediolius has none.
And then, Then Mediolius will be knocked back for 2 in a random direction, which is northwest. So just 2 spaces northwest.
Oof, that was lucky.
And then finally, place yourself in the closest empty hex to them, which is going to be, so it would be one of these. Oh, the closest empty. Not, is that closest to them or closest to you? No, it would have to be to them.
Yeah.
So it's going to be the north one.
I think you have to pick the north one, yeah.
Yikes. Suddenly Thera's in the line of fire. But, okay, so then this is done. This doesn't have any, like, kind of ongoing effect or anything, so I'm just going to keep it here to mark that Thera has had 1 hallucination.
Yeah, and this is quite bad because we haven't talked about this yet, but there's going to be a chain attack.
Ooh, we haven't. So yeah, going on down the encounter card. Target the Oathsworn with the least amount of hallucinations. In the case of ties, select the closest. So that's now going to be the priest. Yeah. Attack at range 6. And then it just has the keyword target. Mm-hmm. And then chain range 2.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He is in range.
Okay.
And chain 2 is going to be something that we should probably quickly look at so I can refresh
chain range 2. Okay, I'm going to hit the pause button. We'll just look it up. Okay, so we've checked out chain attacks. They can chain to any number of within range targets, but each one ignores a further might card determining the damage. Right? Mm-hmm. So it gets like weaker the further it chains.
Right.
That's what we learned.
Right. So against Mediolius, we're going to draw 2 reds and 2 yellows. Based on the satyr's might numbers.
Yes, so we'll go ahead and do that now. That is... actually, Black.
Oh, I didn't see the black.
It's hard to see the black on black on this board, but
Yeah.
yes, it's absolutely.
Oof, that's not good.
Yep, this satyr is gonna hit hard. Okay, the example we looked at was about using a player card that chains, so this wasn't relevant. But do you think any defense decisions have to be made now? Like, for example, if this is going to chain to Ursus, do you have to decide whether you're playing a card before we reveal the damage as you normally would?
That's interesting.
That's another timing question. I guess we have turns out chain is complicated.
Let's say that I'm not going to play a card.
Okay.
It's the first attack of the game.
Sure. Yeah, how bad could it be?
Yeah.
Okay, then the attack on the priest starts at 3. Oh, a lot of blanks. 6, 10 damage to
10
the priest.
on the priest, who has 5 defense. I think the priest will spend a defense token and then just take 1 hit.
That seems good.
Yeah. So that's done. And then we ignore the next lowest value as we chain. So we'll move to...
So we discard a 3 from this basically.
Right. And I guess we have a choice of where it's going to go.
Yeah.
It would be nice if we just take this. This 7 would do 2 damage to Ursus, but only 1 damage to Thera.
You know what else? I guess, yeah, this is... Boy, we looked this up, unpaused the video, we're good, and now I have all these questions again. Again, the example we saw was about a player, as if the player was attacking with a chain. Here, do we have any choice, or does it follow the north and west?
I think it might be the closest and then north and west, in which case
it would be Thera. Okay,
Yeah.
Let's go with that.
So we'll cancel this 3 on Thera.
Yeah, so Thera gets attacked for 7. She has a defense of 4, so she'll lose 1 health.
Right, and then this 3 gets discarded, and the 4 is the attack on Elspjorn, and so Elspjorn will take 1 hit down to 5.
Yeah. Okay, that's pretty painful.
That was pretty painful.
And then finally, the satyr moves 3 southeast. So
we'll face this way and move 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Got the rest of those cards.
Whew. And now we can discard that card and we can see what's coming next.
Yes. Next is a Stream of Darklight. This is another copy of the same attack.
Oh no.
But it will move southwest at the end.
Okay.
Other than that, it all looks the same.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. And
Did you gave these a shuffle as you set up the deck, right?
I did, yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Okay, so now we've got the end of round phase. Nothing's going to happen there, so we're going to go to the refresh phase.
Okay, now we have Animus to lose.
Yes, indeed, and we're ready to start taking some turns.
Yeah. Okay, well, Thera here is not going to get attacked, which makes me feel like she can get a little bit bold.
We should... Oh, why not?
Because it targets the least hallucinations, yeah.
But we should try and make sure that we're not within 2 of each other.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this time we can see it coming and spread out. Yeah.
Right.
Which I think is definitely the idea. I took Thera's Tree Run, which says that if she's adjacent to an obstacle, I can spend any combat token instead of Animus to place myself in an empty hex that's adjacent to an obstacle within 7 range. Mm-hmm. So she can really easily move to be next to this obstacle and then suddenly be over here or something.
Right, you can jump from tree to tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, this ability is pretty thematic on her basic card too. I remember it's she goes up and she can, if she's next to a thing, she can move up to 4 away. So it's kind of like she's falling off a branch.
Okay, yeah.
Running up a branch, then jumping.
Then jumping. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that'll, I think, she can pretty easily spread out and then make an attack, I guess, is what I'm saying there. Any other thoughts about who should go, or?
No, my only other thought right now is I'm wondering which of these. So it looks like the rear and the right flank and the front are the dice with symbols.
Right.
So those are probably the ones we want to eliminate first, so that we can start reducing the strength of these attacks. Start avoiding some dice.
That makes sense. Yeah, and it's been using
the claw.
The flank, the claw, yeah.
Which fortunately is this die right here.
Yeah.
So we might want to try and break that right now.
We can give it a shot. I could target it with the ranger and then have her get out of dodge.
Sure, that makes sense to me.
Okay. Spend an animus for just a basic attack here. Her ability options all involve multi-targeting. So here she's more powerful in encounters with more targets, but that's fine. Like, I assume that this thing targets an additional enemy within range 4 of the first doesn't mean I can just target 2 hexes, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah, but then actually the way that this is called ricochet, the way it works is that you attack once and divide the damage however you like between the 2 targets. So here I would probably rather just hit the 1 hex anyway.
Right.
So let's do it. She gets a yellow card for her might, and then I don't have any empower tokens this time.
Oh,
So-
do you want to have the priest give out some empower tokens before we start going here?
Oh, before we spread out, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why
So
don't you do that?
Mediolius will use his blessing ability that says all Oathsworns / allies within range 3 can gain a redraw, empower, or defense token.
Sweet.
So let's give out some empowers.
Yeah, at least an empower for the ranger for sure. I might just take a defense on the penitent because I started at 4 health.
Okay. Well, there's another empower. I think Ursus also wants an empower, and so does Mediolius, whose name I'm now frequently using. And then you want a defense token.
Yeah, I like how we're like the ranger, the penitent, the bear, and Mediolius. It's too fun not to say. Okay, great. That's awesome. And so then the ranger will take her shot. Let's get I need to get a little bit aggressive since this has 3 defense now, and it's a bunch of. Well, I'll just go ahead and use the empower token you just gave her.
Okay.
I'm just gonna upgrade all of these whites once each. So I'm gonna take 4 yellow cards.
Cool.
All right, we got a blank. 1, 3, 2, 6. Okay.
6.
That's great. Against 3 defense, that'll be 2 hits. So that's the front right flank. It's down to 4. Yeah, nothing more to it than that. Here's those cards. Mm-hmm. And then she can use her other animus to move 4 spaces. So she'll go 1, 2, 3, and then it is not an action. It is not an animus. It is spend any combat token to do her tree run. So I will go ahead and do that just to get far, far away. She has a battle flow token from the story that I'm not. If that has any purpose for companions, I don't even know what it is.
The purpose of a battle flow token and the +2 animus tokens for companions are you can spend 1 to move 2 spaces.
Oh.
You can spend 1 to attack, which
Really?
does not trigger the determination rule, or you can refresh the might dex.
Oh, so that's actually pretty cool
It's
for
off into the bottom of
companions.
this little thing. Companions
Okay.
use battle flow and +2 animus tokens differently.
That's actually that is cool. So then she has 5 redraw tokens. I'll spend 1 of those to trigger this.
Cool.
And we'll just have her hop over to this tree. Or
Nice.
does she even want to be out of line of sight? No, because I don't want to have her have to move.
Plus, she's
forward to
not the
attack
next one
time.
that's going to get the hallucination anyway. It's going to be someone else.
True. Yeah.
She is the most.
Yeah. Actually, so we know it's going to move southwest. So it'll be here. So I actually just want to make sure, or I'm counting where this hex will be. The center of it will be here. Okay, I just want to make sure that I'm within range 4, so I don't have to pay anything to expand my range with my bow. Looks like that will be fine. So
Okay. All right. Well, I might have Ursus just run up and smack this spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, that's not going to work because I only have 6 animus.
you have some 2 animus tokens.
You know what? You are so right. I do.
I often am.
So let me. Yeah, let me spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've got 1 left.
Okay.
Then I will spend a 2 animus token to go back up to 3, and I'll spend all 3 of that on Feral Roar, which is just going to be an attack with +1 damage.
Okay, I like it.
So I've got a yellow and I'll spend an empower token to draw a second yellow. Actually, let me spend it to draw a black.
Whoa.
And then I'll also draw a yellow.
Oh, wait.
A white. Thank you. Yeah, let's just do that.
Okay. Don't mess with that black.
Oh, damn it. Well, luckily I have 1 million redraw tokens. So
True.
I will redraw that. It doesn't feel great to redraw when you're hitting. Because I could just hit
That's a
for
good
one.
point, but
I feel like
it would add
spent
3 or
for that
5 damage.
black,
There we go. Okay.
So that adds, and then, so that's 7, but I've got +1 for my ability, so I'm at 8.
8.
So that's unfortunately still just 2.
Damn. Yeah.
Oh, but you know what? Thanks for myself for reminding this. My ability is I do get an empower token at the start of the match, so I'll keep that there for the future. For now, I think. I mean, I could redraw this 1 and hope for something slightly better, but that feels a little bit. Well, actually, this 6 is a damage.
Yeah. So if you're risking redrawing into a blank, like you're not going to lose your damage at least.
Right. But I feel like I should save this. I think I will actually save it.
Okay, I think two hit points is fine.
Yeah.
All right. On the penitent, I guess I should do something similar, but try to be, spread out. He's not particularly mobile. Yeah, there's not like a lot of.
I should have used this Feral Roar to give everyone empower tokens before we all moved away. Oops.
Oh. And then play something else to attack.
Or not attack this turn, actually.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's okay, you'll get more opportunities.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Now I suddenly do wish I had taken that, the other level 2 card that I did not bring with me, throws my shield and weapon, which now I kind of wish I had done. Now that we're trying to spread out.
Just change it.
That's okay. We've seen too much of how the boss works and everything.
Right.
I won't wreck on it. But I will get moving. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, let's see. If I stand here-ish, then after its move, it'll be right up next to me, which is more or less what I want in the long run. So maybe I'll just do that. I'll just move 1, 2, 3, 4, spending 4 Animus. And I could just hold there, because now I'm at to where I can get the full benefit of my Animus refresh. I don't really want to blow a lot of effects. I could even, well, he only has 4 health. I was like, I can even tank this attack with my taunt card, like force it to target me. Yeah, okay. I think I'm gonna leave it at that for Penitent. Just a little bit of positioning.
Okay. This may be premature, but I have this extra Animus. I think I might just use it now to try and heal the Penitent a little bit.
Oh, that sounds great.
So you're within range 3, so that's perfect. The difficulty of this test is going to be 6. So we'll see what I can do there. I think I'll draw 5 white cards.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And hope for the best. 2.
Wow. Well, you got the best in that you blew through a lot of blanks.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I think I'll just let it fizzle.
Okay. You want to just throw a die at it, which doesn't matter for that crit?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, the white deck is feeling like it's in good shape then, at least.
Yeah.
Right, because I think we've seen 4 white blanks then?
3.
Oh, only those 3?
And also 3 2s.
Okay, so it's a little bit of a wash.
Yeah, it's mostly 1s. It's a likelihood to get a 1.
Okay, well, is that everything for our phase?
I think it is.
Okay.
We didn't feel terribly effective during that phase.
No, yeah, it didn't help that the Penitent just didn't really have the Animus to do much more than run closer.
That's okay. All right, let's move on to this strange dark light.
Yep. So it's going to transfix again. It's going to be
the priest.
It's the least amount of hallucinations. Oh, this is the same. Least amount of hallucinations. Oh, no, sorry, I'm looking at the target. Transfix, yeah, it goes to the farthest.
Yeah.
So it is the priest. Okay, draw a card.
Mind War. Its eyes fall on you. You feel the shape of the mania. You clutch it with your mind and fight it with all your strength. Draw a basic check, difficulty 6. If you succeed, gain a defense token.
Ooh.
If you fail, lose 1 health.
Wow,
So let's
okay.
draw. I feel like this deck now has mostly 1s in it. So I'm going to draw 6 1s.
Yeah, that's how that'll work. You draw 6 cards, they'll surely all be 1s.
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
I think I've got a good chance. Because even if I draw a blank and a 2, then it's fine as long as they're balanced.
Right, right.
Nope.
Wow, 2 blanks. And, man, it was an overly balanced check. You could redraw, right?
I could redraw, but I feel like while losing 1 health would take me from 5 down to 4. Getting a defense token, actually, that's probably worth it. It's probably
Getting a defense token
swing.
and not losing the health?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, man. Well, now you're guaranteed not to.
I can go again.
If you go again, jeez. All right.
So that's a success.
That is. There's a crit in there that doesn't matter now that you've solved the blank situation. So, okay.
I'll gain a defense token, and I'll keep this as a record of how many hallucinations.
That's a really nice hallucination.
Yeah.
Just lose 2 reroll tokens, gain a defense token.
Yeah.
All right. He's going to go on to target the Oathsworn with the least amount of hallucinations. In ties, selects the closest. So that's going to be the Ursus again. Same attack, range 6. So it's going to be black, red, red, yellow, yellow. And the main difference here is that with the chain range 2, won't accomplish anything.
Yes. I'm thinking I should probably play a defense card. And I think I'd like it to be this one for defense 3. So that puts my defense at 6.
Okay. That's right. You have 3 defense on your 2 battle flow cards. That's great. Mm-hmm. Ironhide, I like it. Okay, you ready for the draw?
Yep.
3, 5, and 7, 10.
I'm at 6, so that's just 1 health loss.
That worked great.
Yep.
Well played. Yeah, it can't chain to anyone because we've spread out this time. So all that's left is for him to move 3 southwest.
All right. So he'll face southwest, and then move 3. 1, 2, 3.
That'll displace me to the north. Right?
Yeah,
Which, well, look at that. It puts me right next to the hex that we were trying to destroy.
Perfect.
It's almost like I planned it.
Did you? That's pretty good.
I did.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right. So we're back to the refresh phase, right?
We are. Get that Animus.
Oh, we should actually reveal the next.
Oh, of course. Yep. The next card is Backhand. A huge clawed hand backhands you through the air. It will transfix, move 5 to its target, but there's no special targeting rules, so it'll be closest. And then it will do another claw attack with a knockback 3 this time, and it will end by moving 3 north.
The knockback is dangerous, because remember, if you hit an obstacle by way of knockback, you lose a health.
Oh, I did not remember that, because I don't think I have at any point known that.
Okay. Well,
does that include the edges of the board?
No.
Okay.
It only includes obstacles. But there's a tree right behind you.
There is.
So you got to be wary of that.
Okay. So
it's difficult, though, because even in this hex, if he knocks you back straight, it'll be this tree.
Yeah, I mean, I could certainly
You could
hit him and then move to... I have enough Animus even to maybe do 2 attacks and then move to, like, right here or something, where then a knockback would... but I would only still be the target if I was the closest after all of our turns, if I move away.
Right.
Again, I'm not married to being the target. I do only have 4 health. But the
I'm
bear
fine.
does too now, so...
Yeah, but the bear has got good defense cards, so I'm happy to be the target, and then it'll save me the Animus.
Oh, well, I will definitely be the target if I just go and break
break
the
the
die
die
right now.
yeah.
So maybe I'll start there. Oh, wait, no, we were just saying I don't want to be the target. Damn, what the... This is hard.
I mean, in theory, Thera could break that die in range, and then he'll go and backhand her.
Oh, yeah, that's
but
not the end
that'll
of the
also
world.
move the boss farther away from us, so if that's what we want to do...
That's true. It would still
might
be...
make sense to have Elspbjorn and Mediolius come up and do attacks first, before he starts moving away
And just
towards
target
Sparrow.
other dice.
And target other dice.
I like that. Yeah, why don't you go ahead?
Okay. All right. So I will have Oathsworn take one step towards the rear of the satyr, and then target that hex with Primal Rage, which costs 4. Primal Rage lets me attack twice, but only one of these attacks can trigger the determination roll. So let's start swinging here. I'm going to use an Empower token, and I'll draw a yellow, a black, and a white. I think I'm just going to stick with that pattern. I think it's pretty good. Actually, now that we know that there are no blanks in the white deck, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can draw the rest.
You could draw the rest of the deck. Yeah.
Which I think I will. That's pretty good. That's 4 white cards that aren't blanks.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see what we've got here. The blank.
Oh no. Okay. Black blank.
So the 2 crit.
Oh,
I will
yeah.
just roll a die for.
Sure.
It's a 1. So that's 3, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which is 3 damage.
Yeah, so you could redraw the black looking for 1 more damage, essentially, is what would happen. Or you could just leave it here, which is a pretty good hit.
I think I'll probably just leave it and do 3 damage on that back hex.
The rear left flank?
No, just the rear.
Oh, you were targeting the rear.
The
Okay,
rear,
yeah.
Because then I've got another attack to do here.
And that was 3 damage. Okay, so that's down to 3.
And so I think with the second attack, I'm wondering if I can change targets to this flank.
I don't see why not. This just has the icon for attack again.
Right. So with this one...
Yeah, because you're trying to not break the die.
Trying to not break the die, yeah. I don't have any Empower tokens left, which is a bit of a bummer. So I'm just going to be drawing 1 yellow, and I think I'll draw 3 white and a yellow.
Okay.
See what that does for us. And I drew 4 damage. So that'll do 1 point of damage on that flank.
Okay, that was left rear die. All right.
And that is that, effectively.
Okay. That was pretty good. That was 4 health of damage to the satyr. Which actually, I guess then when I remind myself it has 36 total health, 4 doesn't actually sound like that much.
Right.
Even though that felt like a big attack, it's a marathon, not a sprint. These boss fights.
Yeah, there's a lot to do.
Yeah.
And then I battle flowed, which was good.
Nice. Okay, did the priest want to act next? We
Sure.
said they were both going to go before Slug does.
Yeah, that makes sense. So let's actually spend this Animus token, this 2 Animus token, to move first. So I'll move to here.
Okay.
Actually, I can move 2, so I'll move to there. And then I'll target that same back hex with an attack. That'll be the first Animus spent here.
Do you want to consider, before you do move him there, that there could be more chain attack? Like, we're going to break a die, resolve this, and have a kind of a surprise in the encounter phase. Do we want to play around the possibility of chain still?
Yeah,
we did already draw 2 cards from the stage that both chained, so maybe it's unlikely. That's the kind of thing that you just don't, like, if you were on your 3rd fight against this boss, you could know things like, oh, he's done chaining until stage 2.
Yeah.
We don't have that knowledge.
I'm fine to play around that. That's fine. I was thinking that this would let me do further damage to this die, but that's only 1 pip further on that die, so it doesn't really matter. So I will do this, and I'll attack here effectively.
Okay.
So it's going to be
that's like his
front,
his shoulder, basically. Yeah.
Right. And so I spent 1 animus for the attack, and the priest has a red might die, so the priest gets to draw a red.
Oh yeah, that's big.
Card.
That's thanks to the spine of the Broodmother. That's
Right.
cool. What's the text on that weapon?
It says, during an attack, I can redraw a white blank.
Whoa.
Yeah. Remember that effects on weapons or items when attached to companions are once per scenario.
Oh, okay. That is a good reminder.
So, but in any event, I will spend the Priest's Empower token to draw a black die as well, hoping to get some black crits, and then I'll draw a white. I'll draw 2 white, actually. Okay. I've got plenty of redraw tokens. So the red crits,
whoa,
the whites both miss, and the black gets a 4. So I will spend a redraw token to redraw a white.
Okay.
And that one is a 1, so we're fine
So
there.
you're at 9 plus a crit right now.
Yeah, and I think I'll roll a red die for the crit.
Wow, okay.
Actually, there's no reason not to draw a card.
I
no, I have slightly better odds if I roll.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Very slightly.
A 3. Wow, that's 12 damage.
Yeah.
That's 4 health off the left shoulder.
There we go.
That's a great hit. That's the our support just landed the biggest hit of the encounter so far.
Well, when you draw a red crit,
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
Turns out. Very nice.
And then I've got another attack I can do.
Oh.
Because I've got a second animus here to spend.
Yeah. Or if you wanted to drop combat tokens, there are 2 people in range if you wanted to distribute buffs again.
You know what?
Because you don't want to break that shoulder,
That
right?
is absolutely true. I will do exactly as you suggest. All allies within range 3 can get a redraw, empower, or defense token.
Sweet. Okay.
I know the bear is going to take an empower.
Penitent will take one too.
And so will the priest himself.
Thank you.
Okay. You know what I'm realizing? I didn't have to spend a redraw token. I could have used this ability to redraw that white blank.
Yeah, you could have.
Let's do that.
Okay.
I'm going to forget to do it later.
Sure.
So I might as well just get it done. All right.
Okay. Then now we're gonna... Yeah, because there's no reason, I think, for Thera to also go before the Penitent. So... No, that's what we were saying, was Thera was going to break. Yeah, okay. I lost track of the plan a little bit there. Okay, so the Ranger will target the right shoulder, attempting to break it. It is 4 range away and in line of sight, so...
And the closest target.
So spend 1. This is just a basic attack for her. She'll have a yellow. She's not sitting on any empower, but has plenty of redraws. So I'll just go ahead and take like 4 white cards. I want to get to 6 damage here to break that die.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, what do we know about the blanks in the white? I know you just drew a couple. That's just 2. Wow, so there's... most of the 1s are gone from the white deck, so it's likely to give us 2s and about even odds of giving blanks. Okay, so I think I'll stick with this. There's a blank, and a blank, a 2, a crit 2, and a 3. Okay, so the damage that I wanted is done. I just need to redraw to get rid of a blank. So I'll keep drawing from here. All right. That is a little bit overkill.
Yeah, plus the white crit.
Maybe I should have... oh, yeah, plus right. Yeah, maybe I should have rolled a die on the redraw. I'm not sure, but... Okay, that's a lot of damage. That will break his front right flank. And so he's going to backhand her.
Right. So interestingly, transfix, because transfix doesn't have the target keyword in any of this, note abilities that do not say the target, I think this will still go to the character that's farthest away with the least number of cards,
I see
rather
what you're
than
saying.
Thera, right?
Yes, yeah, that does make sense to me. So transfix is going to go for either the priest or either the bear or the penitent, and the penitent is west.
Penitent is west.
So I guess that's...
Is that going to be the tiebreaker?
I mean, it's
yeah.
It's quantity of hallucination cards, and then tiebreaker is the furthest, but that's tied, so I guess it's west.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah. Okay. Then let's see what Slug is enduring. You believe you can fly.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. I was about to joke that this was what the card was going to say, and then it actually does say this. So the title of the card is "You believe you can fly," and then the flavor text begins, "You believe you can touch the sky."
That's great.
You jump around flapping your arms. You flap your way over to the nearest piece of terrain to get you started. Do not spend animus on this action. Move to the closest obstacle. Climb it and throw yourself off. Place yourself in a hex that... Okay, I love when games do this. Like, Arkham is good at this, too, about this is the rules text. It's not italicized flavor text, but it still is written in, like, a fun, flavorful way.
Yeah.
That's cool. Place yourself in a hex that is 2 hexes in a random direction from the northernmost hex of the obstacle. So, the closest obstacle to me is clearly this tree.
Right.
So, this is the northernmost hex. So a random direction 2 hexes from the northernmost hex. Then I will lose 1 health as I hit the ground. if you're an Avi, suffer no hit point loss from the fall.
Yeah, the Avi's a bird. One of the heroes is like a bird.
Okay.
Yeah.
So so I will lose a hit point. Here's that direction die. So random direction from that northern hex north. So that puts me here, and then I guess north then west to break because I can't actually stand there. Is that how you would play that?
That's interesting. That would have you be moving like through this tree trunk, which makes me think that actually it will be here. But I also wonder if when you place yourself here, like,
it just says place yourself in a hex that is 2 hexes in a random direction from the obstacle. So what it's told me to do is place myself in that hex, and the question is, like, I guess what happens when you have to place yourself on an obstacle hex.
Yeah. Let's take a quick look, and I don't think it's terribly important, but
Yeah, always it'll be good to know. Like, we want to learn this stuff so that we don't have to wonder every time it comes up, right?
totally.
All right, I'm gonna hit pause while we look this up again. So we'll be back. We're back. We didn't find it.
No.
So I think we'll just do the north and west.
I think that makes sense.
Rule. So that would have me here, annoyingly in chain potential from Thera.
Right. It's also slightly like the Grim rule because we're putting you in.
Oh,
chain.
although actually, am I going to get displaced here as now Thera is the target of this move and melee attack? Because she broke this die. So yeah, he's going to move 5 to his target of Thera, which is going to have him.
Well, he'll move north first if he can, right?
Yeah.
So he'll move.
He'll basically move 1, 2, 3, and end up facing her.
Yeah.
So I guess I did not get displaced.
No.
Okay. And then this is a melee attack with knockback 3, but it is using the claw that we broke. So he doesn't get his black die, which
is perfect.
Feels nice, yeah.
The knockback is also not bad because you'll hit the edge of the board,
Yep.
which does not deal damage.
It's almost like we planned this.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, he's going to get blank 3, 3, and 2. 8, and she has 4 defense, so I guess I'll use her defense token to save a hit point here.
Yeah, these defense tokens are basically like sometimes you can save a hit point.
That's kind of that's how I've come to understand it too. Yep. Okay. So that was the.
And then he's going to move 3
That was
north,
the break action. Oh yes, you're right.
And
Move
when
3
he does,
north.
he'll go 1 and then bounce.
Oh, is that how that works?
2, 3. I think so.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
And then now in the upcoming encounter phase, he will hurl. A crushing claw closes around you, and you are thrown bodily into the air. He will transfix, then move to his target, do a claw attack again. So again, we're going to benefit from having broken that. After the attack, the target suffers knockback 4 in a random direction. They will not collide with the satyr, and then he'll move northeast.
Yeah.
So that is looking like it would be the penitent, if nothing else changes.
And I think the Penitent is really the only character with a significant amount of animus left. Although Thera could attack or move.
Yeah, Thera does have one more action, essentially. And the
Also
Penitent...
these, in theory, 3 more actions, right? Those are basically like...
Oh,
action
yeah.
points,
Yeah, she could just keep wailing on... Yeah, if we don't like this card, we could like push him to stage 2 right now.
Yeah.
Which he's only 2 cards away from anyway. But this is probably fine. I think maybe I will have the Penitent move 2 spaces or something here so that more directions don't collide with an obstacle when he gets knocked back. Mm-hmm. But he can still get attacks in. And he still remains the target because I think he's a fine target at this point.
An even better location would actually be up here. If you want to avoid knockback.
That's true, and that space is unoccupied, right? I'm trying to see him on this
Yes,
giant
yes.
boss. Okay, so he can walk past there. Yeah, all right. Well, he's in the perfect spot to attack the die we broke, which means he can distribute the damage to other dice, right? So I should probably just want to stay here and get in a couple attacks first. And so, why don't I... I'm just going to use my 0 and 3 animus for basic attack. Penitent Strike. And that'll be a yellow card, and... What are we thinking about the last few cards of the white deck? I think it's just been a pretty even distribution, huh?
It seems likely. Let's
Yeah.
see.
I think I'll just take 3 white cards. Oh no, I've got all these in power
There
tokens.
are 2 blanks left in there, if that's helpful knowledge.
That's okay. That's a little scary. I'm gonna use an empower token.
Okay.
And I'll make this, so I get the yellow from, gave myself the yellow. I'll make a white upgraded to a red, a white upgraded to a yellow, and a white. That's what I'll do, I think.
All right.
So we've got one, a crit yellow, we're at 4, a crit red, we're at 7, and a blank.
You might just break this die.
That's, I would have to get to 18 to break one. Oh, wait. Well, I'm targeting the broken spot, right? Oh no, I'm not. Shoot, I misread where he was facing, so I'm targeting the back flank because that's the hex I'm adjacent to.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'll only break this if I get to 18 damage.
Right.
So that seems unlikely.
You're at 8, and you got 2 crits coming. Do you want dice or do you want cards?
Let's do dice.
All right.
I'm feeling lucky after this draw. Yeah. Well, okay. You know
9.
what? 9 is a good threshold to have reached. So we'll leave it at that. And do 3 hit points to the right rear flank.
Very nice. Oops.
And he's got plenty of animus left. I think I'll do this again.
Same die, or are you going to move first? Because you could move to the rear if that's where you're going to move anyway, and then hit the rear.
So the rear.
The rear also
has 3 health, so I could just aim for breaking it, which would it is another one that breaks some of his attacks. Or do we?
Or you could move to
not
the front
like the idea
and
of
hit the front. Although no, that's his right claw. So actually,
I could just
if you go here,
hit the front, and then
even if you go down
getting
one,
knocked,
you hit the front, you can hit the.
And getting knocked back from there is mostly safe. Only one direction would collide me with an obstacle. I think I like that.
Okay.
So what I need to do then, though, is I'm spending 3 to move, and I'm gonna use a 2 animus token.
Okay.
To and I spent that earlier.
I think you could move to just here if you wanted to. Although
I can't target the front from there.
But you can target this space, which is broken, and then use that to target the front.
Oh, valid. And this still has just one direction where the knockback hurts me. Okay, yeah, I like that.
So you can save 1 animus.
You're right. Then I'll just keep the animus token.
Sure.
And I just gotta find this taunt card. This card costs 3 animus, but attacks at +2 damage.
Nice.
And I'll throw another empower token into this and go. So yellow from my might. Let's go. I think that attack went well before, relatively, so I'm going to use that empower token to take 3 more cards, a red, a yellow, and a white. Here goes 3 on the red, 2 on the yellow, 2 crit on the white, and a 3 crit on the yellow. Oh, this is a big attack. Okay, so I'm at 10 so far with a... Yeah, give me a yellow die. I like the... Oh, right there, thank you. I like the dice for the crits. Wow, again, they're not doing... Never mind, I need to stop doing that. That's 11, that's annoying. But... Can you redraw the crit dice?
No, I don't
The crit
think
results?
so.
Well, then there's really nothing to redraw. So, it's going to be
Actually, I guess I don't
11.
know. Should we see? I mean,
what does it say on the... It just says it says use on the reference anyway. Use during your attack or check to redraw 1 might card.
so I think maybe you can. I will double check while you do it, but I think it's fine.
Okay, I will redraw the yellow, and the dice didn't like me, so I'm gonna go back to the card. Well, it's blank.
That's funny.
I mean, now I feel like I'm in for a penny. It's blank again.
Well, at least you're getting rid of some blanks, I guess. If it makes you feel better, you're only at 10 now. So you're less close to the threshold.
No, I kept the 1, so I'm at 11.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah. But the yellows are all 2 and up anyway, right? So it's like, that doesn't even matter.
No, the yellows have 1s on them.
Oh, okay. Do they? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they do. Okay. 1s, 2s, and 3s. I guess I'll leave it there. I don't want to go broke on redraws. So
Okay.
That'll be 3 damage that I will put through to the face. Or 3 hit points. All right, all the dice are down from 6 now. I'm not actually, since we've been playing this so quickly and I haven't actually edited any of these videos, I'm not sure how well these dice read on camera. So I'm trying to say the status of these a lot. So we've got 3 dice at 3. The left leg is at 5, and the left shoulder is at 2. So he's about half dead.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Although we have, still 5 of his break attacks to endure.
Right. Oh, I'm just realizing, probably too late to avoid YouTube comments, but I never lost that hit point from trying to fly. So I just now took it.
Okay.
Okay, that goes at 2 in my battle flow, and I am very out of Animus now. So, any other action? Oh, Thera still has that one more action.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, why doesn't she just attack his right leg, that rear flank? Yeah, that's perfect for her to just attack. So that'll just be a yellow, and she doesn't have any empowers. So let's do a yellow, and how many cards in the white deck? Too many to finish off the deck. Alright, I'm happy just doing a couple damage here, so I'll just do 3 white cards and a yellow. So 2, blank, blank, and a 1. She can redraw blank to potentially get this 1 health through. I think I'll just save my redraws. Let that fizzle.
Okay. If that's what you were going to do, maybe you should have drawn... I'm just thinking strategically. If you draw all the white cards, then you get a white deck reshuffle. Even if you can attack to miss intentionally.
Oh, that's true.
To just get through the decks.
Although, couldn't I also have used one of her several tokens as a companion to reshuffle the white deck?
You could.
That's what I wanted to do.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Because that was one of the things companions can do with the Animus or Battle Flow tokens, I think you said? Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Interesting.
Is there anything else from our phase?
I'm ready.
Okay, same. Then in the encounter, he's going to hurl. Crushing Claw closes around you. He will transfix, which is going to be the Ursus Warbear now, right?
That's right.
What'd you get?
Dancing Marionette.
Ooh.
Your body moves to the satyr's silent tune. You try to resist, but it's so hard not to dance.
This is a hilarious mental image given you're the Warbear.
Yeah. So it says draw a black die and attempt to move a number of hexes equal to the number shown.
Okay. I'll go ahead and do that.
Yep.
It's a 3.
In a random direction. Spending Animus as normal.
Oh, you have to spend Animus
If
as
you
you
run
roll.
out of Animus during this move, place the highest cooldown card in your hand on cooldown.
Oh, that sucks.
This triggers battle flow, yeah, so I have to basically spend a 3 cooldown card.
Okay, you are moving at northwest. So you can only move 1 because of the satyr.
Oh,
so
I don't
do you
have
not
to...
run out of Animus? I guess not.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess not.
Well, that worked out all right then.
Sweet. And then, even if... wow. That's the best card ever. That was great.
Yeah.
Move 1 towards your enemy. Okay.
Now
he can target me.
I was gonna say I have a question about when did he lock in his target before that happened? At the very start of resolving the card, or
I don't know, but also it doesn't matter because you're further west, so we don't have to deal with that right now.
Oh, you're right. He does target me.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, he still targets me. So he doesn't have to move. He just turns to face me, and he hurls my penitent. So that's going to be a melee attack. It's broken, so just 2 reds, 2 yellows. Just 2 reds, 2 yellows. I'm probably going to throw a card in for its defense here. So let's see what we got.
I'm going to peek at this while you do that.
Oh, good. I am not going to need my intercession, so I'm just going to add 3 defense for a total of 7.
Perfect. Because
Yeah.
he hit for 12.
Wow, really?
Yep.
Damn, okay. I'm very happy with that outcome. That does have me at 2 health, so if the priest gets more opportunities to heal,
Yes.
Might
I'll
be
try to
nice.
emphasize that this next turn. Here, why don't I hand those back to you?
Mm-hmm.
And then he will knock you back 4 in a
for in a
random
random direction here. While I sort these cards, give me my random direction.
Oof, let's hope it's not southwest.
It's north. Okay. It's
Oh, well, that's not great either.
knockback 4. Do you collide with other characters
You sure do.
and lose
I
health?
think you both lose health.
Oh, no.
That's actually the worst possible.
Oh, that is the worst outcome. Yeah.
But I will double check that that is correct.
I didn't know that when I was choosing where to stand.
If a character would be knocked back into a hex containing an obstacle, loses 1 HP. Into a hex containing another character, uses the same rules as being knocked back into an obstacle, except that both characters lose 1 HP.
brutal.
That is brutal.
Well, I did remember that I wanted to do one thing when he attacked me here. So before that, because it says after the attack, I think I have a timing window to play Revenge. After you lose any health from an attack by an adjacent enemy, make the same or another adjacent enemy lose 1 health.
Nice.
So I will just have the highest die. Or wait, do you think it has to be the closest part to me for a card like this?
I don't know.
In that case, it would be the
yes.
face. Yeah. Okay, so I get Revenge against his face.
And then you each lose 1 health.
And then we each lose 1 health, which has the Penitent at 1. And the Ranger down to 3.
Okay, so the priest needs to heal quickly.
Yeah. Lastly, he's going to move 3 northeast. So 1, 2, 3, and turns to face the direction he moved, right?
Yep. All right, well,
okay.
He's showing us his tail there.
Yeah.
And what's he going to do next? Well, we don't actually know, because I assume we're going to break another die, but I guess let's see.
Oh, that's true. Anyway. Well, what will happen then is another hurl. So the same thing he just did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's have the priest go first and try and get this healing done.
Okay, we got to refresh, right?
Oh, yes. Good call.
Get this Animus flowing, and I can pick up my 0 battle flow. Okay, it sure seems like he just transfixes once every time. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe stage 2 says transfix, comma transfix.
Who knows? Who knows?
I don't know, but for now, that seems like a safe assumption that we're going to kind of keep getting evenly distributed hallucinations between us.
Yes.
But that's definitely scary for the Penitent also, because some hallucinations are costing health.
Yeah. Do you think this is... You know what, this says right here, so I might as well just check. Mm-hmm. I'm wondering if we can use empower tokens on basic checks. I'm guessing we can. I don't see why we wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, I would think so. Especially for the number of them that we get during the story. You would expect that they could work during the story.
Yeah, well, basic check is also the way that I heal.
Right, okay.
Alright, so I'll have Mediolius move 4. So he'll move 1, 2, 3, like that. Mm-hmm. And I'm kind of hoping that he'll also be the target of the next hallucination, because we all have one now.
Yeah, that would make sense.
I think we want to save your characters from having to suffer that. So,
I like that plan, yeah.
Okay, so that's where I'll leave him. And then I'll have his second Animus be spent on his Desperate Prayer action. So he's going to try and heal the Penitent. The difficulty of this check is going to be 3, because you're at 1 health.
Oh, that's right. It's remaining health plus. Okay, great.
Yeah, remaining health
also,
plus
wow, I have forgotten, I think, every time this battle that whenever I lose health, I gain Empower tokens. So I think I need 3 Empower tokens, because I started this battle at 4.
Yep. 1, 2, 3. There you go.
All right. Time for some big hits.
There we go.
If I survive to do them.
I'm sure you will. Okay, so the priest is going to heal. Do we know what those 2 cards are? Because we probably want to know what those 2 cards are.
That would make sense, yeah.
Well, they're not blanks. So...
Okay. This is interesting. My Repel, my level 2 power that can knock back, targets an adjacent character. So I can knock back team members as a way of giving them a cheaper move.
Mm.
Yeah. Like right now it would be a knockback 5 for 2 Animus. So like...
Wow.
a tool that may come up.
So I'll draw those 2, and then I think I'll draw an additional 2.
Okay.
And I'm hoping to get at least 6. I mean, 6 would be ideal. I'll heal you 2 points.
Oh, you would heal 2 if you get double the difficulty?
Yeah.
Ooh, that would be really nice. Yeah.
So I think these are both 2s. I'm not positive, but that's my thought here. So let's see what we got. 2, 2. I was right about that.
Oh.
And so that's
5 with a crit and 1 blank.
So
rolling the die. Okay.
Hope that it's not a blank.
Anything but a blank.
Hey,
oh, wow.
Go again, right?
That explodes. Yeah. Roll another 2. Hell yeah. Is that 9?
That's 4. Yep, that's 9. So that's 3 health. Now, I will say that this ability, the Desperate Prayer, can only be used to gain 3 health per encounter. So that ability is done.
So we've done it.
We've done it.
Okay.
Yeah, so there will be no more healing from the priest.
Still nice to have knocked it out in... Well, I guess I was going to say using 1 action, but there was that failed one earlier, so yeah. I guess we used 2 actions to...
That's okay, though. I mean,
take advantage of it.
Mostly I'm concerned that we weren't able to distribute it, but I think that made the most sense, because the Rangers are 3.
Because now everyone's at 3 or higher. Yeah.
Okay, so that was Mediolius' turn.
Okay, that was awesome. That was all all the priest's actions, yeah. Unless you were to spend tokens for extra stuff. But
yeah, that's it for now.
okay. I mean, so now I've got all these empower tokens. Like, now I could move the penitent up and get a big wallop on the 5 pip die or something.
The other thing that I'm able to do now is I can, if I move to here and then hit him, I've got a card that does knockback 3, which is divided by 2 and rounded up, so it'll do knockback 2.
Oh.
And if I smack him into this tree, he'll actually take 2 points of damage.
Why 2?
Because he'll hit the tree with 2 hexes.
Oh, interesting. That seems pretty good.
Yeah, I think that's worth doing, right?
Yes. With the question of do we want to do anything else first, because he's like at exactly 4 range from Thera right now, which is her range and stuff like that.
Totally.
So you know what, Thera has a clear shot at his left leg, which has 5 on it. Why doesn't she just attack that next?
Sounds good to me.
Okay, so she'll get a yellow, and she doesn't have any empower tokens, so I'm just gonna add 3 whites. Let's do 3 whites. Okay. The yellow's a blank, and the white has 2 blanks. So again, Thera has successfully burned a bunch of blanks.
Once again.
Yeah.
That's funny. Okay, and this says if a large character is knocked back into multiple characters and or obstacles, they'll lose 1 hit point for each collision. So actually it sounds like it would only be 1 hit point for the whole obstacle.
That makes more sense to me.
That's fair.
Yeah. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and use her other animus and do it again, though.
Okay.
I can't possibly find more blanks than that. Oops, as I knock this. Okay, we've got... Oops. Was this in the wrong deck, or did I grab the wrong thing? I think this was in the... I think that was in the white deck, yeah.
The white card?
Yeah, but look at what else I've drawn already.
Wow.
She is just a magnet for those blanks.
That's brutal.
And both times it was so many blanks that I don't even want to spend redraws trying to get rid of them. So, all right, well, the decks are nice and healthy, other than the yellow one that's almost empty. Okay, that was her entire phase. Unless
sorry about that. That's right.
Actually, you know what? I'm sitting on 3 tokens here. You said companions can use the animus tokens for an attack.
Yes.
I'm just gonna keep going.
Sure, why not?
Yeah. Oh, and the determination thing. I should be getting a token when those miss. Does that work on companions too?
Oh yeah. Every time you miss, you get a token of your choice.
Yeah, and this. And companions can get it on every, like, they can do 2 basic attacks per turn, basically. Can they get it multiple times?
I think so.
I know that the cards that, like, your Feral Rage specifies that it doesn't trigger it twice.
I think otherwise it would. I don't see any reason.
Okay, so I'm going to reach over for 2 empowers for her then.
That's amazing, yeah.
And let's get a bigger attack going here. I think, so I will spend the 2 Animus, and... You know what? I'm just going to pour these 2 empowers back into it. I'm determined as fuck.
Okay, that's awesome.
So, she gets a yellow, and then I'm just going to take 3 reds with those 2 empowers. And I'm sitting on 3 redraws, so with this big attack, I will be willing to use them if these are blanks. Like this one is. How is this happening?
Oh my gosh!
It's a 3 crit.
You might as well use your redraws because you can,
I will. I'm gonna roll the
miss,
crit.
you'll get it back.
Or wait, is there an order to do you decide on redraws before crits or anything like that?
I think it's flexible.
Okay. The crit's another 2. So yeah, let me redraw red, please. I'll stick with the cards after seeing so many blanks go by. There's a 3. I'll redraw 1 more red. Wow, and a crit 4. Give me a card for that crit, I think. Because it shouldn't be 2 blank. Yeah. All right. So that's 15.
Wow.
I actually accidentally broke that die.
Great. Which die was it?
It was the 5 die.
Perfectly broken.
Exact lethal on the
that's great.
on the left
Honestly,
leg.
It's worth
so
it.
I'll take it. I spent 5 tokens in the process.
That's expensive.
But yeah.
But worth it.
Okay. So these when your hands are free, I'll hand you these cards also. That broke the left rear flank, causing him to advance to stage 2. So we don't know what he's going to do to Thera right now. Let's find out. Darklight Explosion. The bound man atop the satyr's staff opens his eyes wide and an explosion of dark light erupts from him. First transfix, then he will do a Knock back 2 area of effect attack. This attack targets all adjacent enemies. So that target becomes Thera under the breaking rules, but he doesn't move before it.
No.
So
this is great.
This is great. The transfix will still happen.
Yeah, so that'll happen to the priest.
Yes. Okay. Well, since you're shuffling, I'll give you your hallucination.
Okay.
It's under my skin.
Ooh.
Something long and wriggling is moving beneath your
like
skin.
this.
Get it out! Get it out! Do not spend animus on this action. Attack yourself using 4 might cards, using your might and add white cards if needed. This attack cannot miss or crit, and you may not use redraw tokens on it. You may use defense cards as usual. Yeah.
Well, I'm wondering, because I can roll as well, if I wanted to, I assume.
I don't see why not. The text just always says cards, but you can't use dice. Is that how it's, like, the game's templated?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
And this, too, should actually be up here. So what's in this red deck? I wonder if I should roll a red die. There's 1, 2, 3 blanks in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards. So that's about
exactly even odds. Yeah.
Okay, let's just draw then.
Okay.
Hey.
Whoa, nice.
I did crit on this, which is bad.
No, this says that it doesn't crit.
Oh, it doesn't crit.
It cannot miss or crit.
So it's 4, and I've actually got a defense of 5. So
wow. All right.
Pretty lucky.
The wriggling just easily comes out of your skin.
It
somehow.
just grossed me out.
Yep.
That's all.
Just hold on to that as your second hallucination, and that was that. And yeah, so this AOE attack won't do anything. So he's going to move south 3. So this is going to go 1, 2, 3, displacing you north, and turning to face south.
Okay.
And so that was all Thera's like extra token action.
Right, we gotta flip that card though, right?
Oh, we sure do. What's going to happen next? Oops, wrong card here. Wave of Dark Light. The satyr will level its staff against you, and a roiling wave of dark light forms in the air. It will transfix, move 5 towards the center of the board, and then make a wave attack.
So this is our first wave attack.
Yeah, tell us about it.
Wave attacks affect all characters in a 3-hex wide line between the source of the wave and the edge of the board.
Oh, that's cool.
The direction of an encounter's wave attack will always be in the direction where the greatest number of enemies will be affected by it.
Oh.
Even during a reaction. The line is not blocked by obstacles, and line of sight is not required. Draw the attack once and apply the result to all characters.
Okay.
So it just says wave, but like right now, the wave would probably go this way.
Because that could hit 3 of us.
And it would hit all 3 of us.
Yeah, so we want to try to spread out. Spread out, it seems to be a theme to how to play against the satyr, but this is for a different reason. It's instead of a chain, it's a wave.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So what's interesting is, and it says even if there's a reaction, even if it's reacting, meaning even if we break a die, it's going to try and hit the most of us possible.
Oh, so
if the Ursus goes over here and tries to break a die,
it'll still go that way
and do you two.
Okay.
So it may be that we want the 2 of you to separate before we trigger this wave attack.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty easy for Thera to get away because she does have this spend any token to tree run, and she can move to an obstacle 7 spaces away, so she could like suddenly be here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, the obstacle is 8 spaces away.
Oh no, it's
6, 7, 8.
in an empty hex that is adjacent to an obstacle within range 7. So I think it's describing where the hex is.
Okay, then fine. Yeah, cool. All right. Well, that seems worth doing then. Because then I'll try and break a die, I think.
Okay, and then that would cause, if you stand here and do it, it would wave us 2. If she's here though, and you like move 1 space, I think he would just wave one of us.
Yeah.
Right.
That sounds good to me.
That
I think that's what I'll do.
seems like a good way to do it. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and spend her battle flow token to tree run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh wait, remember he's going to move towards the center of the board. So he'll actually be standing here, just to keep that in mind. That's part of the Wave of Darklight. He moves 5 towards the center of the board. Oh. So he'll be standing in the dead center. Okay, but this will still work. We'll still be spread out where he can't wave 2 of us, I think.
Well, if I move 1 space and he's standing here, he'll be able to wave Thera and me.
Yeah, what if you move 1 space to be here so that his move displaces you north?
Then we should be fine. Well, actually, no, because if I'm here and he's here, then his wave can be these 3 hexes and it'll hit.
Can it be? It doesn't have to be like 3 kind of going out from his 3 hex face, right? Because here we can play this out. I'll just move him here, right? So you were suggesting that his wave would be these 3 rows, but that doesn't like line up with him in a way that I wouldn't expect that he can do that wave. He would do either this one or a different one.
I see what you're saying. I don't know. It just says in a 3 hex wide line between the source of the wave and the edge of the board.
I think the source of the wave has got to be the center of him, right?
Oh, I see.
And then you can kind of see in this diagram, it even shows on camera, it's showing like a player character doing this, but they are in the center of the wave.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, fair enough. Okay, so we can do that. That's fine. Let's figure out how we're going to do this attack, though.
I am starting to wish I had more cards cooling down faster.
Yeah, I feel that. I think actually what I'm going to do here, which I think is kind of nice, is I'm going to battle flow this card over to here.
With a token, okay.
With a token. And then I'll play a 1, which will battle flow all of these back.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay, so this attack is going to do a knockback of 3 on him.
Okay, which kind of doesn't matter because he's ultimately going to...
Although if I can stand here and I can knock him back,
you could hit him into the obstacle.
Do an extra damage. So I'll spend 1 for that and then 4 for the attack. Ooh. So I'll move to here.
It's an expensive attack.
It's an expensive attack, but it has knockback 3. So let's use an empower token. I've got a yellow by default.
You're attacking his broken flank, which means you'll be able to put the damage somewhere else.
I'll go up to a black.
Ooh.
For my empower, and then I'll draw a white as well.
So when you do damage to something, it's always just all the 1 die, right? So when you can distribute the damage somewhere else when you attack, but you can't like distribute it evenly, right? It's all the 1 die.
All the 1 die.
So the highest die is a 3. So I guess I'm just saying like anything over 9 here is wasted.
Okay.
As you're considering how much to empower or anything.
Well, I'll just do that 1 empower
token,
and we'll see. So I've got 3. 2, that's a blank, so let's roll for this.
Okay. A 1?
6.
That gets you to 6?
So I think I'm going to hit...
Break his face?
Yeah. Well, I'm attacking his rear flank. I'm attacking this one.
Oh, does it need to be an adjacent die?
Yeah, it has to be an adjacent.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to break that one.
Okay.
Which is his front... Yeah,
his
left here. And
no, that was this hex. Hang on. Because he's turned around. So you attacked this one.
Oh, I did.
I'm not realizing. Yeah.
Okay, that's actually fine because that'll take 2 damage.
Okay, so it's down to 1.
And then I'm gonna push him 2.
Oh yeah.
1, 2. He'll destroy this obstacle, and then this hex will take a damage.
Oh, he ends up destroying an obstacle?
Yeah.
Okay. This hex being his left rear flank.
So that can be distributed. So let's put that on his rear, I guess.
Okay, so that's down to 2.
Okay, so that's all I ended up doing. I didn't end up breaking a die.
Okay,
that's actually probably not great because I pushed him farther away from the penitent.
I mean, he's just gonna... Oh, so the penitent will take the hallucination. That's okay. I'm at 4 hit points now.
No, I'm not worried about that. I mean, it's going to be hard for you to use the penitent to do an attack.
To do much? That's a good point.
Yeah.
Well, I could use my animus for some other things, like refreshing a might deck, if we have one No, I think we have drawn a lot of blanks from the red, huh? Do we want to refresh the white might deck?
We can.
What's that look like?
Let's see. In here... Yeah, there's 3 blanks in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cards. So it's slightly...
Yeah, let's just do that, because I've got some animus to burn. So I'm going to spend 2 on my Penitent Strike and refresh that deck. And I will... Yeah, I don't have much else going on, so I will... Do we want... No, there's no reason to. Could you get another attack on him if I were to do the thing I talked about and knock you into him? Right now, the knockback amount on this card is equal to my lost health, which means it would be a knockback 2, so I could perfectly put you adjacent to him.
I would be able to get another attack in and probably break a die.
So that's interesting. Let me read that card again. Target an adjacent character, knock back the target a distance equal to the amount of health you've lost. So yeah, it would not... what am I saying? It would not be a random direction. It would just be a knockback out. And then I guess the one... No, I would be standing here, but his wave would still... Since you would be here, we'd be spread out for the wave still. I think I'm going to do that.
Yeah, it seems fun.
Okay. So that's 2 Animus moving. 1, 2. And 2 Animus to play Repel, which is a 1-slot card. So I will target you, knock you back a distance equal to the amount of health I've lost. I am going to shove you into the satyr's face. Into the satyr's flank.
Okay. And now I will spend this 2 Animus token to get 2 back.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll play this Feral... Well, Ooh, I could actually play this and get... so I'll spend 2 to do an attack with +1... Oh, it doesn't have any with +1 damage. So why would I play this instead of playing Feral Blow? I won't. I'll play Feral Blow.
Fair enough.
So I'll play that. And that will let me pick up these 3 cards, which isn't bad. Okay, and so I'll spend all 3 to do this attack. I don't have any Empower tokens, which is a shame, so I'll just draw a yellow and 3 whites.
Okay. I mean, you just need... You're attacking his die here. Okay, so if you can land 6 damage, that will break something. Otherwise, it might just be a ping, but...
Yeah, I'm hoping to hit 6. And I did.
Whoa!
It might be even more.
Yeah.
I'll roll for that last
more,
one.
More wouldn't matter.
Right.
Because all his dice are at 2. Wow, you do get more, though. You 9. Wow. All right,
So
do you want to break his tail or his shoulder?
I think it's tail because that...
That is the one that... We haven't seen him use it yet, but it does have a symbol.
There, yeah. So we'll break his tail, and then we'll trigger this
the Wave of Dark Light. Yeah, so he's going to transfix... let's see. Thera's 4 spaces away. So is... Oh, no, the priest has 2 hallucinations. I think the penitent takes this.
No, I think it's the
Oh, no, because she's north.
Yeah, the Thera, yeah.
Yeah, Thera... Okay, so Thera will take hallucination. It is... Snake! Your weapon becomes a snake in your hands.
With a bow that you're
coiling
picking?
Around your arm. You fling it away to stop it biting you. All your weapons are thrown 2 hexes in a random direction.
Oh no.
Place a tracker token in the hex to represent them. You can act normally this round, but you cannot pick up your weapons this round. That works great because she's already acted this round.
Yeah.
You may pick up your weapons in future rounds when moving into the hex with the tracker token. You're unarmed until you pick up your weapons. Okay.
So here's the tracker token, but you can just roll north.
Random direction. North. I'm against the board. Does that bounce in the other direction in this case?
I don't know, or you can just re-roll it, I guess.
Yeah, we'll re-roll
I don't know.
How about south?
That's fair.
Okay, so that's where my bow is now. All right, that was her second hallucination.
Okay.
And we'll see what he's about to do in the encounter phase. It's loathing. The word hate does not do justice to what you're seeing in those yellow eyes. He's going to transfix and then target the Oathsworn with the fewest hallucinations. Move up to them and melee attack them, basically.
So the penitent has 1, I assume?
The penitent just has 1,
and so does the
bear.
Ursus.
But he'll transfix the penitent, all else equal, and then target the Ursus.
The bear. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that seems fine.
Yeah, I think my characters are done with their actions here.
So are mine.
Nice.
Okay, so we go right to this loathing card, huh?
Yep.
All right, so he's going to transfix the Ursus.
No, the penitent.
The penitent. Right. Primal Rage. You sure it's not the Ursus? The flavor text just says, oh, it's on.
Oh, no.
Do not spend Animus on this action. You snap, moving into range, and attack the closest character, friend or enemy. Using 5 cards, including your might. This attack cannot miss or crit, and the victim may play a defense card as usual. You cannot use interrupts to help the victim of this attack. Afterward, you place your highest cooldown ability card on cooldown. This triggers battle flows. Okay,
so it's going to be the priest that you're attacking here, which is pretty good.
Yeah, you're the same distance, but the priest is... no, you're slightly more north.
Well, no,
right?
Isn't the priest closer?
1-2 versus 1-2 to move to attack you, and the bear is is a half hex more north.
Oh, that sucks.
That does suck. Yeah, the priest would be a way better hit there.
Yep.
You can play cards in defense, though, which you're pretty good at doing.
Yeah, I probably will.
And then this will just be, it's 5 cards, including my might. So this is going to be a yellow. I guess I'm drawing our decks here because it's us.
Yeah, I think so.
Yellow and 4 whites, but it can't miss or crit.
So I think what I will do is...
So the yellow averages about 2 damage and the whites average about 1 damage, something like that. So you could think of this as roughly 6 damage probably coming your way.
Yeah, I will... Oh, I don't really want to use that card. I think I'll use this one to add 3 defense, so I'll go up to 6.
Okay, let's see how I did. 3, 4, 6, 7. Damn, I was hoping it wouldn't get 3 or 6, but it lands one hit.
Yeah, 1 hit. That's fine.
Yep.
So I'll go down to 3. Okay.
All right. And then it's not over for you. Now that you have the least hallucinations, he's going to move 7 towards you, which all he has to do is turn.
Mm-hmm.
And swipe at you with his claws, which will be red, red, yellow, yellow.
So I will play another defense card. I'll play a 4 defense. So I'm up to 7. And then he's got 6, 8, 9.
Okay.
So...
One more hit?
One more hit. Puts me down to 2 health. Actually, wait a minute, because I've got... So if he ignores this, then he'll be at 6 and I'll take no damage, right?
Why would he ignore that? You have a card that causes
sure
that?
Do. I will play, for the first time, this bite card, which says after an adjacent enemy draws damage, ignore one of the enemy's might cards of your choice. And I'll play that, and that will also battle flow this, which is nice.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'll ignore this 3, and so then I'll take no damage for that attack.
Speaking of battle flowing cards, I just remembered that my hallucination said to cool down my highest card, so my shield bash goes on cooldown.
And I'll give you those back.
Okay, so you avoided damage.
I did.
That seems great.
Yep.
And that's his decks. Just to look at silver linings, like he drew no blanks, which means his decks are lousy with blanks now.
That's great.
Yeah. Okay, he moves 3 south after that, so he's gonna go 1, 2, just those 2,
No,
right?
bounce.
Bounce back.
Yeah, and face
and then since he doesn't land on the obstacle, he doesn't destroy it, right?
Oh, I guess that's right.
Weird.
Although that is weird.
Okay, so that is the encounter phase. His next card, if we don't break a die pushing him to stage 3, it would be Gore, which says hate-filled eyes round on you as do 2 deadly horns. He would transfix, move 5 to his target, and then attack with his face and with the keyword charge through 4, which I'm guessing means move 4 spaces, also probably damaging, or either the attack applies to or he does like 1 damage to the people who go through.
Well, the next line clarifies draw once and apply the full damage to all targets.
That does seem like the answer. Okay. Again, that's only going to happen if we like intentionally don't break another die. I think we just need to push towards victory here. So.
So the bear will also recharge that card in the 0 slot. You get
Oh
those
yes.
2 back.
We're right. Yeah. So we're to refresh. I'll get back my 0s.
4, 5, 6.
Some animus. So the satyr has 4 total hit points.
5.
5. Oh, that's a 2. Jeez, even this is why I was saying I don't know if how readable they are on camera, because honestly, these dice are cool looking, but the gold on red I find not that readable.
Yeah.
It's a little annoying, but minor nitpick. Okay, so I mean, we would have to endure 2 of his reactions, but it seems to me like we just push for the win this round.
I think that makes sense
right?
to me.
Yeah. I don't realize unless the stage 3 card that is on the face is like something that would really, really cause us to lose the encounter. I think we just force this through.
Yeah, I'd like to. Well, I have some ideas of what to do, but if you want to do some stuff first, I think that's fine as well.
I mean, Thera's got 3 hit points. She could just take a step forward, pick up her bow, and break his face.
Sure.
Just let her soak whatever happens. I guess and just because we know that this is the types of things he does, no one would be adjacent to him if he does like an AoE around him. You're the only one who's 2 spaces, so even if he did a 2-space AoE, it hits 1 person. A wave, like from where he's standing, would hit a couple of us, but all in all, I can't imagine what he would do that would be too terrible.
Yeah.
So, okay. So I'm going to spend 1 of her animus to move to there, picking up her bow. Here's that tracking token back.
Yep.
And then I'll use the other animus to fire the short bow. She's out of empowers but has 1 redraw, so she is plenty likely to not break the face here now that I'm doing the math.
If you prefer, the priest could go first and then give everyone some empower tokens.
You want to move up to where...
I'd move to like here, I guess, and then I'd empower all 3 of us.
Actually, yeah, I like that.
All right.
I'll keep the move that I did because I think it would be harder to be within range if I didn't.
Fair.
Yeah.
So I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
And now I'll give everyone a token of their choice.
Let's
empower, redraw, or defense.
Okay. On the Penitent, I have tons of empower. I'll take a redraw on the Penitent.
Redraw.
And an empower on the Ranger.
Here you go.
Thank you. Okay, sweet. I love that. So now I think... would you glance at the yellow discard pile? How's that look? I see a crit on top. A blank and... Okay, so it's like... Yeah, it's pretty random right now. I think I'll spend this empower token and do 4 yellows.
4 yellows. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Alright, looking for 6 damage here, ideally. There's a 3 with a crit, a blank, a 2, and a 3. Let's roll a die for that crit. Yeah, that's a 9 damage total, so that will break the front, and he's going to advance to stage 3. That was good. I don't think we would have broken the face without the empower, probably, so good combo. Wave of Darklight. The satyr levels its staff at you, and a roiling wave of Darklight forms in the air. Oh, this is a stage 3 card that looks identical to a stage 2, which I'm surprised by. I didn't know that it did that. Okay, it'll transfix, which is going to be you.
The bear, yeah.
Yeah, here you go.
Thank you. Horrifying scream. A blood-curdling scream fills the air. You look around for the source and realize...
It's you?
It came from you. Draw 2 new hallucinations and give them to the 2 nearest Oathsworn to you. These are resolved immediately in any order you choose.
Oh no! So it says draw 2 and give them, which means you're looking at them and choosing?
I think so.
Okay.
So
but those are going to have to go to the Penitent and the Priest.
Yeah, well, one of these is quite bad. Well, let's see. Okay, so I'm going to give this card to the Penitent.
Oh, good. A recurring nightmare. Thank you. Oh, this has animus and cooldown stats on it. This is the first time you've experienced the voices and visions, but it won't be your last. Keep this card for the rest of the encounter. If this is in your hand, it must be played on your first turn of each round. If this is given to a companion or ally, shuffle this into the hallucin deck and draw a new one. Okay, so you just gave it to me rather than
draw a random one.
Rather than draw a random one.
Right. Especially because this one...
Oh, so, okay, so this doesn't... This card must be played. It doesn't actually do anything.
No.
It just soaks up my animus.
Yeah.
And it has the little icon next to its cooldown that says it does not trigger battle flow.
Yeah,
so
I'm laughing that you turned to the big camera because there's no way that tiny icon is visible. It's so
It
small.
is if I do this, right?
Yeah. All right. Okay, and then I'll give this card to the next closest, which is Mediolius. Mm-hmm. And this says all Oathsworn suffer knockback 2 in a random direction. Roll separately for each character.
Shared hallucination?
Yes. Misery loves company. So...
Okay. Well, here's your direction die.
So we'll start with Thera. And we'll roll south, so 2 south.
Okay.
We'll do Mediolius. Northeast.
Alright, so far these have been safe at least. Now don't collide us with each other.
Yeah, that's true. So we'll do you first.
Okay.
South.
Alright. This does include you?
Yes.
Okay.
We just have all Oathsworn.
Northwest. So. Alright, it's just a little scramble, no harm done.
Yeah, it is a little unfortunate given that this wave is coming. Because that's the next step, right? We broke a die. So we did the transfix.
Oh, that's right. That's where we are.
Now we're going to move 5 toward the center of the board.
Okay, so he's going to end up in the center, displacing you north.
Yeah. And then he's going to do a wave attack using his claw, and I think he can hit...
I don't think he can hit 2 people.
If he uses these 3... No, yeah.
Like, yeah, that would just be...
Mediolius.
3 rows there. Yeah. And the priest is the furthest north, so I guess
the priest
goes that way.
That makes sense to me.
And, unless you read it as the tie is broken as he waves north.
Although,
but
or you could break it as who broke this die.
Oh, that's true. That would be
Although
Thera.
it does say specifically in the rules that he'll try and
to
hit the most
ignore.
people.
Yeah, it seems like that overrides.
So I think it'll be Meteolius. I think that makes sense.
Okay, so it's just going to be a claw attack, which is going to be 2 red, 2 yellow.
Yep, let's see it.
All right, we have 2 blank, 4, 3. That's 9 total.
So that's 1 damage on Meteolius.
Yeah, because he has 5 defense. Yeah, that worked. That worked fine.
Yep. He's down to 4 health. Okay.
All right, so that break is over. His next stage 3 card is Reality Collapse. The satyr raises both arms, beginning a dark ritual. This can't be good. If drawn as a reaction, do not resolve. Instead, put it on the bottom of the stage deck and draw a new card. Oh, so we're blind as to what would happen when we break.
Yeah.
But if we were to wait and resolve this, it would transfix, move 8 to the center of the board, and reality collapses around the satyr, causing all characters to lose 1 health for each hallucination they have. If the character is not within range 4 of the satyr, who would be in the center of the board, the hit point loss is halved.
Rounding up. So actually, this is giving us a chance to put that on the bottom of the deck, because that's really bad.
That's really bad. I think getting another reaction and bottoming this is great.
Yeah.
Hopefully there's not 2 copies of it.
Hopefully not. Although, if we draw the second one as a reaction, we'd also put that on the bottom.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Yes, okay, so this doesn't really change our push towards victory plan.
No. So either the penitent can target this hex, or the bear can target that hex. That's what's left to do, I think.
I'll go next, I guess.
Sure.
Yeah, that actually works perfectly to attack the 1 die here, which means I guess there's not even much reason to empower. But also, I have 1,000,000 empower tokens that are not going to be useful in a second, so I'll spend 1 as I play my. I'm just going to do my Penitent Strike, pretty basic attack. Also, I do have to play that Recurring Nightmare for 1 Animus, so there that is. Okay, it's an attack. I used an empower token, so I'll take 3 yellow. All I need is 3 damage. I've got a 1, ooh, and a 0. Well, I've got plenty of redraws, so give me another yellow. 3's more like it. Okay, that'll break that flank.
Okay, so we'll put that on the bottom of the deck and draw a different card.
Yes. It is another reality collapse, so we're going to bottom this too.
Yep.
That worked out great. Yeah, if we think that we would actually have to resolve those, we would want to do the snap out of it and get rid of some hallucinations.
That's so
Now,
true.
now that we understand this about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so for reals this time, the card is Fractured Image. Your vision blurs as the satyr seems to fracture into 3 copies of itself before your eyes. He is going to transfix. The satyr gains 2 defense for the rest of the encounter, so his defense is now 5. Move 5 to its target, which
Well, first
is me.
transfix, right?
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, transfix.
So the Ursus has 2 hallucinations.
I think everyone has 2 except I, as the
No.
penitent, now have 3.
And so does the priest.
Oh, the priest has 3?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to be Thera or the bear, and Thera's further.
Yes. The walls are closing in. Are those trees moving? They're definitely moving, and moving toward you. You must get away from them before they get you. Move as close as possible to the center hex of the board, spending Animus as usual. Once you are as close as possible to the center hex, gain a an immobilize token. I
Yeah.
think is this foot. So she doesn't have Animus to spend. What's our ruling for what happens when it tells you to spend Animus for a move, but you can't?
I think you still have to do it.
Still have to
Oh, no,
move.
it says as close as possible, spending Animus as usual. So no, I think she just wouldn't move.
She wouldn't move, and
be
she just becomes immobilized here.
Yeah.
Okay, we can live with that.
Yeah, it's not bad.
The ranger is about the best one to be immobilized,
Right,
Because she
she's
could
done.
just keep. She's done, and if she wasn't done, she could just shoot from range.
That's
so,
true, yeah.
Okay.
All right, so now we're going to continue. So the satyr gained their 2 extra defense.
Move 5 to the target, but that's just me for breaking.
Right.
So then a front attack, which is broken, so it's just going to be 2 red, 2 yellow. And I will probably throw a card into this. My best defense is this sweep, which has 2 on it. So 4 cards in my 1-slot battle flow. I gotta get something in there too. Okay, so that makes my defense 6 against this, and I have some defense tokens, so I'm feeling pretty safe. 3, blank, blank, blank. Wow. Well, that didn't need defending at all.
No. Like you said, these decks are lousy with blanks.
Yeah, they were anyway.
Yeah.
That was the payoff to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, sweet.
Sweet. Okay, and then anything else? Move 3 spaces
Oh,
north.
you're right. Oh, 1, 2, 3. It'll displace you. Perfect. Okay, and he's facing north, I guess.
Yes, I think so. But it doesn't matter because
There's only one die left.
Through,
Yep.
right?
All right, you gonna finish him off?
I think I will. I think I'll do it with some Primal Rage.
Okay.
Actually, I think I'd rather do it with a Feral Roar.
Keep in mind his attack or his defense is 5, so you're looking to hit for 10 here.
Yeah. So I've got Feral Roar here, which has +1 damage, and I'll spend an Empower token. Looking to hit for 10. You know what? Maybe I should actually do this other card because this will let me attack twice. So if I hit for 1 twice, then I'll be okay. So let's do that instead.
Okay.
So I'll use this Empower token on the first one, and I will draw a black, a white, and a yellow. So let's see what we've got here. We have 5 crit, 1 in blank, so let's draw that crit.
Yeah. Oh no, it's blank.
So let's redraw that crit.
Yep.
5 crit.
5, that's more like it.
There we go, so that's 14. So that'll do it.
That will do it. Well done. Job. Oh
right.
man, this is fun.
It's fun.
I'm loving this game.
Yeah, it's great.
While you were making your choices over there, I grabbed the iPad to have the epilogue ready.
Oh, wow.
So you ready for it?
Yeah.
The app says make sure you've clicked all the instruction buttons. Okay, so it wouldn't let me advance until I click the instruction button that says after the encounter read the epilogue. Thank you, Oathsworn app. The satyr shudders, ichor seeping from a dozen cuts. It seems to be smiling even now, as if it relishes the pain. Advancing on the fiend to finish it off, the satyr raises its mighty arms and dark light wreathes the clearing. Your vision twists and blurs, and when it returns, the satyr's gone. No tracks, just gone.
Ooh.
You hope it has gone somewhere to die, but you doubt it.
Uh-oh.
Wherever it went, it will think twice before preying on Bastogne again.
That's good.
Alright, well, so as long as we stay in Bastogne for the rest of the campaign, we should be safe.
Seems likely.
Yeah. You go to see if any of the people in the trees are still alive, but find them long dead, their bodies broken and twisted. You hope they died quickly. A search of the surrounding area gleans several items. We gain 8 iron, and then we'll tally level, loot, and losses. Okay, and then there is a little bit more to the epilogue after we do that.
So 8 coins.
I'm going to need to awkwardly get up and go grab the item box, huh?
And I'll start talking through the tally, level, loot, and losses. So we're each going to gain 1 level up to level 3. And at level 3, we're going to gain a free company trait. And so in looking at the Oathsworn... Do we have the Oathsworn, the free company bag?
I have it right here.
So on our sort of Oathsworn company sheet, which looks like this, there are a number of traits that we can choose between. I don't know if this is very clear.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
It's just paper.
So these are our special abilities that we'll get going forward. So we can either gain Scavenger, which says loot 1 extra common item per chapter. We can gain Herbalist, which gains 2 curatives every time you purchase 1. Tough as Nails, which says during encounter setup, each Oathsworn may choose to roll an unused hit point die, and whoever rolls the highest regains 1 lost hit point.
That's cool.
Endurance, your backpack can hold up to 20 items. By default, I think it's 10. True Grit, when you gain an injury, draw 2 injury cards, pick 1 and discard the other. Well Connected says sending a runner to the banksmith or apothecary no longer costs any additional iron. So that's something we haven't talked about, but during the story phase, you can send a runner to the banksmith or apothecary to visit them without taking any time.
Do you just have to pay iron or something?
You have to pay iron.
Okay.
Right, and now that would make it free. Field Medic, once per chapter, pay X iron, where X is the chapter number, to archive 1 injury card from 1 Oathsworn. Quartermaster, gain 1 extra ration at the start of every Deepwood journey, so there you go. And then we've got Bushcraft, Keen-Eyed, Quick-Witted, and Camaraderie, all of which can be invested in with up to 3 free company points. And they give you redraws on survival checks, redraws on spot search and listen checks, redraws on barter, threat, and reason checks, and also give you entering play with 2, 3, or 4 with redraw or empowered tokens. And so what's interesting about that is I think this is why those different phrases matter. Like you're like, oh, what's the significance of it being a survival check? Oh,
Right.
well, it's if you have bushcraft, you get some redraws. I like camaraderie, where we enter play with more tokens, but I don't know if there's something else, or maybe
Well, that's
looting extra
allies,
items.
though. So far, we haven't
You're
had
so
any
right.
combat
That is allies. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Maybe scavenger, loot one extra common
I
item.
was leaning towards that. Either that or the one that lets someone heal going in. Because it seems like we're rarely going to come into an encounter with the party all at full health.
Yeah. I guess another thing to think about is, because you can see this chart, how long it will be before we get another one of these advantages.
Oh, that would be nice to know.
So we will get another free company trait after scenario 5.
Okay.
So the question is, are we going to take injuries between now and then? And, probably not.
Yeah, no. Why would? Yeah, that's
All right.
impossible. We're making the perfect run. Yeah.
Excellent.
No KOs.
So scavenger then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I like scavenger.
I'm good with that.
That is making me realize that I did not grab. I grabbed the box that has the current common item deck, but that should become 3, right? We use the common items.
The common items will be 3. The unique items will
So
be
here,
2s.
why don't you reveal? I think we have the extra unique items, so 3. While I get up one more time and grab the correct common item deck.
Sounds good to me. All right, so we've got 3 of these unique items. We've got the White Wolf Cloak, which is a gear item, and it has an effect that says, after damage is drawn against you, if you have 3 or less health, gain 1 defense against that damage. Okay, and then we've got the Tartaran chain, which is armor and plate, and it has 3 defense, and it says use 1 combat token as if it is any other combat token. And that's on the 1 cooldown slot, so you can do that relatively frequently.
Oh, nice.
And then our third one is a Gnarled Tom, which is a bow that perhaps the ranger would like, that has 2 yellow might cubes and range 4. And it says, when you critical during an attack that hits, gain 2 animus or 1 if you are a companion. But still, gaining 1 animus for a companion is actually arguably better than gaining 2.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a cool one. And should we look at what we didn't get?
If you want to. Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
I don't think we didn't do that last time. I like
we didn't.
I like keeping a little mystery for the replay someday.
That's right. I thought we did do it last time, but I forgot.
I don't think so.
All right.
Okay, and then remind me the common item situation. We're getting 1 extra because we've taken scavenger, but 1 extra compared to.
So normally you'd gain 3, so yeah, we'll gain 4.
Oh, so you really need the scavenger perk to keep up with the losses.
Well, but you're getting some uniques
that's true.
too.
That's true. Yeah. Okay, well, so those common items will be a pickaxe. Penitent can use that at least. A shiv, a tanned leather jerkin, and a feral axe.
That looks like something the bear could use.
It sure sounds like something the bear would use.
Yeah, although the penitent can also use it. But yeah, feral makes it sound very bearish.
Yeah,
It looks mildly similar to the bear's current axe.
Right.
All right, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So we can distribute these going into our next story.
So that was tally level and loot and losses.
We need losses.
We each have to lose 1 item.
Yes. So I think because there's both, we got a new bow and there's yet another common short bow in our backpack. Thera will lose a short bow.
I think I'll have the bear lose the felling axe with the idea that he'll take the feral axe instead.
Okay.
In fact, I never used this ability, but these actually, funnily enough, have the same ability. So this feral axe is just a straight upgrade from a yellow cube to a red one.
Yeah, you're right. Everything else looks the same.
Yep, so I'll lose that.
Okay.
And then the priest can lose this pig iron coat, and we'll take whatever armor's available.
Yeah.
So those are those 2 losses.
Okay. Pickaxe is one-handed. This is a little tricky on the penitent. Because I hate the idea of already losing my unique item, but right now we don't have any other shields, right? If he wants to continue having a shield, I gotta hold on to this buckler.
Yeah, but we can always send a runner to the banksmith and buy him a shield next time around.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
We got 8 loot, so.
Then I think I want to keep his defense high, so I don't want to lose my armor that's 3 defense, because we don't have any alternatives that are 3.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I guess it'll be the buckler.
And the other thing I'm realizing here is, that is a one-handed weapon. I was just making sure.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So, nice.
So I'll give the bear this axe for now, but we can figure out the armor situation later.
Right.
So we can add this all. Oh, actually, one thing that we have to check is how many items we have.
How many are in the backpack? Where's that free company bag?
Dude, oh yes, I do have it here. So The backpack.
I mean, we can hand some of these to people right now, right?
That's true. The backpack can hold 12 item cards and only has 3.
Oh, so we're fine. Yeah, because we're putting 6 more things in it right now.
Excellent.
Yeah. So you can just throw that there, and we'll distribute them
Next time.
All right. That was great.
That was great.
I loved it again. We'll definitely be continuing, and starting next time, we'll be in content that even Jordan hasn't seen before.
That's right.
Other than having painted the minis, which he, every chance he gets, tells me how cool the Scenario 3 mini is.
The Scenario 3 mini feels like it's going to be a very different scenario. So
Yeah.
I'm excited to see how it plays out. I don't know any of the rules, but the mini is cool.
I'm excited. All right, well, we'll be back soon to get there. One more time, it would be super helpful if you would like this video and subscribe to the channel. If you've made it this far in this video and campaign, I would hope you're liking it.
Yeah.
And you can catch Jordan on the Game Brain podcast on a lot
right.
of their episodes, so check that out wherever you find podcasts. We'll be back soon, and until then, be optimal.